Previously on Big Brother 12, Lauren nominated Drake for throwing too many names around. Maddie, Greg, and Brandon set long-term plans and created a pecking order for their allies. Drake campaigned hard to stay, saying that Ian wasn't committed and wouldn't be a good ally. But ultimately, his efforts weren't enough, and Drake was evicted. By a vote of 9-0, Drake, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house. Thank you for playing. Congratulations, you all made the jury. Now everyone stand here before I make an announcement.
Oh. Y'all, we made it to Gary! Yeah, you were just excited!
Not that even a little bit. Now we have to. Quarter. He got it.
Congratulations on making jury. Now, all of you have played before, so you should be, you should remember that we have a round where everyone votes for nominees, right? Y'all know about it? Yeah. So this is our special casino edition of that round.
Oh, yeah.
This round is called the poker chip round, okay? So we will all have one competition, okay? Where you place in the competition determines how many poker chips you're gonna get. First place gets 10, last place gets 3, everyone who lands in the middle gets a variation depending on where you land, okay?
HOH.
No, there's no HOH this round, okay? Then I'll give you all time to talk, and then one of you will, one at a time will come in and you'll use, and however many poker chips you win, that's how many poker chips you get for the whole round, okay? There are 3 stages of voting, okay? And you have to distribute your chips throughout those 3 votes. You could use them all on one if you want. It's whatever, it's all how you distribute it, okay? So pay close attention. First is the vote to nominate, okay? Everyone's gonna come in with their chips and use as many as they want, or against as many players as they want, okay? Then the players who have the most chips voted against them will be the nominees for the round, okay? Then I'll give you all time to talk before we get ready for the eviction ceremony. Everyone will come in here, okay? And then we will have an auction for the power of veto, okay? Whoever gets the power of veto will have the option to save one of the nominees. If someone's saved, then someone who has the next highest number of votes will be put up, okay? And then we will go into the eviction, okay? With however many chips are remaining, those will be used to vote against the nominees that remain, okay? I'll explain each step as we get there, but the main thing is save your chips for the vote that you think is most important. And and I'll get to other technicalities if we get there.
You have to use your chips for the veto as well, right?
If you win the auction, then however many you did, that's how many you spent. And
So you do use the chips for the veto?
The chips that you win are all the chips you get for the whole round.
Okay.
Okay, make sense? Okay, everyone, this challenge will be a series of parts, okay? I'll randomize a list, you'll stand in line and throw beanbags, okay? The first 9 to get it, move on to the next round. The last 2, you're out, and you each get 3 coins for the round. Got it? Okay. All right, Maddie, you move on. Okay. All right, you miss. Ryan's turn. Ryan misses. Did you make it or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where do you stand? Belle. Belle, come on. Come over here. Come on. Come on.
You each get a frisbee. You throw it as close to that X that Thomas was drew. Can you stay on the X? You threw it as close to, wait for it, that as you can. The two furthest are out of the challenge and you each get, I'll check. Okay?
Oh, look at Kurt. I deserve these scores.
Yeah, the two furthest.
Oh my god. What? I think you're safe.
Am I safe?
I think you're safe. I'm gonna be bad at it. Wait, I'm out? No, don't roll back.
Wait.
Watch it rolls all the way up. What a joke!
And Greg said.
Greg is safe. Okay. Let's see who was the worst. That's the worst.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Tony, you're out.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Alright, so you'll get in line again. If you knock a brick down, you move on.
How many?
Alright, Greg moves on.
I'm gonna go with the same strategy.
Who is this kid?
Style points for Brandon. Alright, who made it?
Ian.
Come on, give me an extra chip already. Everybody's straight on.
Nerve-wracking.
Alright, everyone, you each have a ping pong paddle. You have to balance a ping pong ball all the way to your respective cup. We need to spread those out a little more. Once you land one in, you move on. Okay, the first three move on, but placement matters because fourth and fifth gets 7, fourth gets 8. Okay?
Okay. Oh, okay.
No. Okay, so if we drop it, we're gonna restart?
Yes. Okay, Greg's first. Kip drops. Ian makes it. Ryan makes it.
Oh yeah, here are the cups. Okay, Jesus.
Kip.
Kip has it. Kip gets fourth. Brandon gets fifth.
I'm fine with it.
Alright, y'all. So for part 3, you'll each put your hands on the ground and your feet on this wall. Whoever lasts the longest will get 10 chips. The 2 losers get 9. Alright?
You need to form now.
Alright.
This feels so weird.
Ryan?
Ryan looks like he's ready to like dance.
Don't make me laugh though, please.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, Ian is out. Alright, Brandon's out and Ryan, you win. Okay.
Oh my god, I just won 10 chips, baby. A little dirty, a little sweaty, a little tired. I'm worried I'm gonna start being seen as a challenge beast. Because I'm athletic, clearly. And like decent at physical comps. I'm also I am smart, but like not at these competitions. Not in like memory stuff at all. I got out the first round. I would love to see one of the 4 go home. I don't know how to orchestrate that though, because I know they're like kind of floaters, because now Caroline and Madison and who else, they're all floaters at this point, and I know they're cool with members of the 4. So the 4 being Grace, Maddie, Greg, and Brandon, and I know they're cool with them, so they're not gonna want to go against them, but I'm like, who else can you go against? Like, there's no point getting out Kip right now, because he'll vote with us. So I need to see if I can get Lauren, Tony, Kip. Look at my 4 compared to that 4, yikes. And that was the other thing, all of my allies lost out so early on. It was literally like me, Greg, Ian, who I've never talked to him once still, and we're in jury. Yeah, we're in jury too. I'm excited, but I'm not about to go out now. I just know I can't win if those 4 are still in here, but I don't know how to go against them without taking a shot myself. So I need to get out there and figure out how we're using these chips. I'm tempted to just save these until veto, because I'm sure they're all talking shit. You know how paranoid I get. So I may just save these for the veto to buy it myself, because I'm the only one with 10. No one can best me at this point. I can get whatever I want from that auction. So we'll see. We shall see. I need to see what the people with 9 and 10 chips are doing, because if they use up some of theirs, then I definitely can like use some of mine and still win the auction. So a lot of strategy. I have to figure out how to salvage my game and how to build a game against the Fantastic 4 of, you know, they're such a good alliance, and I wish I was in that alliance, but I would have made it implode. I definitely would have taken a shot at someone by now if I was in that alliance, because that's what I do.
Change 13 chips in a certain order. I have all the chips in my pocket. I don't even know when I'm gonna find the time to do this, because I don't want people to see me doing it, but all the instructions are on a piece of paper, so I have to like do it in hiding or something, so I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'll try and get it done eventually. We'll see if it works out.
Do y'all have any idea?
I have no idea, but I personally don't want to use any of these for knobs. If that's okay with y'all, if y'all need me to, I will, but I want to keep these for eviction.
Really? Eviction?
Wait,
Yeah.
I thought for eviction we just vote.
No, it's these. These work for this
You
nomination,
can't,
veto, and whatever.
you can't take somebody else's chips.
Right, but we can talk about what we want to do with them and work together
Yeah.
with the chips.
So what are y'all thinking?
Well, I don't, because the people who are obviously gonna have a lot of chips, so if y'all want to get one of them out, we have to convince them to use them in knobs. That way they can't use them in veto, if we can pull together and get them out in veto.
True.
Sony. Tony's like, yeah.
That makes sense. Anybody specifically you guys want to get out now?
I don't know about Ian, I don't know about Kip, just because I haven't talked to
I
them.
feel similar about both of them.
Okay.
We really need to figure out who we want to put up as far as for noms.
And we have to be careful with chips because
Right.
Same
That's why
activity.
we really need to
Yeah, this is stressful.
include both Greg and Ryan, because
Ryan
and
and
Ian. Yeah,
Ian
and
has
Ian. Yeah, that's right. And Ian will
Ian has 9.
Ian has 9.
You typed that all down?
Wait, why is he-
Yeah. Oh, you smart.
Yeah, he has 9.
Yo, what the? I've been keeping. Oh my gosh,
Just wanna-
that's smart. Hey.
Yeah. Come on in, please. Oh God.
Well, no, we have to. What if we got him 3rd,
But you don't play.
and then you veto?
I'm going for veto.
You spend all your money on veto? Okay, well let's.
Because I have more than y'all. And the only other person that can compete with me is
Is
Ian.
Ian?
Ian and
Okay.
We can talk
Ryan.
about
Smart,
smart
okay.
using his chips.
Yeah. But we need to figure out who we need to use and not who's using them. We need to use them. Figure out
Yeah, we
who
don't
we're
need
using.
everybody to put all of them in.
Yeah,
at
no.
one time.
No.
I'll say I can
Why
save
don't we
mine
use
until
them?
eviction.
Why don't we use them on noms
Who has the least?
and
3 chips are Lauren and Caroline.
Or we could trim down some of the fat in our own lines. Somebody that maybe we're kind of shaking on. Or we could maybe try to take out a big player.
The biggest players right now I see are probably Ryan. So he just won everything.
Ryan's
I'm
10
obviously,
chips.
I'm seen as a big player. I just
Got 9.
Ryan, Tony, and Ian are definitely big.
Yeah, it's not so loud. We need to- What kind of route are you guys wanting? Or you want to make a big move?
I just want to do it with the house.
Yeah, I'm with the house. Right
Not to
Yeah,
be
I
like
I
a
wanna
floater or
figure out
anything,
where
but
the-
like
but
I just
I'm
want
not trying to
to,
be
you
a
know.
floater.
The thing is, this is the time to make a big move because no one's gonna know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I just don't know.
So
then there's
if
no
we're
run.
going
If
for
there's
a
a
big
time we wanna
player,
go
we need to
against-
convince them to use their chips and knobs. Because
Hello.
if we want to get Ryan out, he has 10 chips. If we can convince him to use half of that, Greg's gonna beat him out for the veto. And then
You don't want to take out.
and I can.
I'm just saying like a name. It doesn't
Okay.
have to be him
We could.
because I think he.
Okay.
I don't know.
If it's a no, it's a no. I haven't talked to Caroline a lot throughout this game.
Yeah, Caroline.
She only has 3 chips.
You know what I mean? Maybe it's it's an easy way out. You know what I mean? It's something.
Well,
to,
we can do Caroline and Ryan.
But then who's third place with chips?
Who's what?
Who's third place?
place.
Third place with chips, if say you do use veto or something happens and veto goes to one of them, then whoever has the third most is
It's
us.
the replacement.
So we'd have to separate chips accordingly.
Well, I mean, we have enough people. We have
Okay,
majority
but
of the house right here.
The thing is, if we want to get Ryan out and we put him up first and he's gonna get veto, we don't need a third.
This is such a complex thing. If we
It's-
go with someone who has a low amount of chips, there's no chance that they can save themselves.
That's what I was saying. We could either go for somebody who's on the other side of the house, or the other 2 options would go for somebody that's in us, that's like within our group. How we could trim some of the fat, like we've been talking about, or we take out a big player.
But most of the big players have big number of
Big number of
chips.
chips. The only way we'd have, I mean, obviously we'd have to lie and reassure them. Yeah, just spend it on noms or whatever, and then they won't have enough for veto.
That would be to lose. Because she only has 3.
I don't think she's talked to me. She's been in the group chat. But like, I don't think she's talked to a lot of us.
She had that.
The only reason she is a Florida, but that's because she's closely aligned to the people that have the majority.
We're just wondering who to get out. Kip's not a threat, so I low-key don't want to see him
But
go,
like-
but then it's like, who do we target?
Like
exactly.
if he's HOH, he could pick anyone.
Yeah, well, I feel
like-
safe with him. I think I know who he would go for, and it's not us.
Oh really? Who do
I
you
think I
go
know
for?
too.
Yeah, I like
This-
Kip.
Those 2 boys?
And well, there's a group of 4, and I like Maddie and Grace. I love Grace, but I see them talking all the time by themselves.
Yeah.
Like, is that scary? Do you agree?
Oh, Maddie.
Maddie too. I would, yeah.
I've seen a little bit of
Maddie's
Brittany
good.
and her.
Maddie's like taking notes on like all the eviction order and stuff. Like she's gonna beast through those final competitions.
So maybe we should go for her.
And Brandon's smart. I say yes, because they were foursome, and I've wanted, I've seen that, and I'm like, okay, we need to pick that up at some point, but I didn't know if I would have like anyone really, and then like
I'm not really with
Madison
Maddie, I
and
haven't even
you.
talked to her.
Okay, yeah, because I don't want to go for Grace.
Yeah.
But it's just because she's
It's
with
too early.
them. Yeah. But we do have to think Grace has made Final 3 twice. She's good. She's gonna get
We're gonna have to
there.
keep her close.
And if there's
I don't
like
see her going for y'all yet.
me neither. But I think if we take a shot at those 4, she'll see it as a shot at her. I don't know if we should take out one of the boys that are better at competitions right now though. No. But I just don't know how to figure out the coin thing. Have you like
My coins are kind of just.
yeah. I know it's like all of the people
So I
on
don't
crew
have
I'm
to
about to
go
go do
got
that
out
too. I
so
think I'm
early.
about to go peep in on other conversations
Yeah.
and see.
But okay.
I'm gonna go in first.
Can I talk to you for one
Yeah,
more
yeah.
second? Okay. I just, again, I really wanted to work with you this game. I didn't think you would be down to. I didn't think Tony would. I didn't think Madison would. I was scared. But I would much rather see like the actual group of Big Brother 10 players that made it far like group up still
Mm-hmm.
and not.
Okay, we have to
have
like
this
watch
flaw.
Madison because
She's
I talked to
Madison?
her. She
Oh.
doesn't really have like a strong alliance.
She hasn't. That's why I'm worried about her.
So she could be swayed
She's,
either way.
I've seen her with Grace, but I feel like you could pull her. I feel like
Yeah, yeah.
Toby or I could. I feel like if we pulled her in.
But she was like that in BB10 too, because
Oh, yeah.
I was like strongly
I
aligned with her.
realized that y'all were. I didn't realize
then-
y'all were like had faults kind
Yeah.
of and were shaky.
We were like strongly together, and then Emma and Cambry pulled
Well,
her aside.
yeah,
and they were
tried
like,
to break
Final
it up.
Four deal.
Same, and
I was
yeah, they
like-
tried to do that for Tony.
Yeah,
But
it's dumb.
it was. Okay,
Then they
so
all
I'm
went
glad. Yeah, we all went out, one after another. But I'm glad we're on that page. I didn't want to like try and take the first shot. I still don't want to, but I
Me
think
neither, but like.
same because you know then
it's
they're
just
gonna come
getting to
after
that
you,
point.
and you know they're all good competitors, all 4 of them.
Kip
So that's
Maddie.
scary. Kip though would vote with us. I know he would
He
because he's
would?
close with me. Because I was like, let me
Okay,
talk
so
to
not
him.
Kip.
Yeah, because he would vote
maybe
with
I
us,
should, like, talk
and
to
he would
him
help
then.
us. And then yeah, just talk to him because he's still looking for people. I'm the only one that's really talked to him,
Okay.
and that's why I know he's cool with me. I think Drake did some, but Drake's gone. Drayson's gone. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I would talk to him just to make sure. How are you and Ian? I keep forgetting he's in the game, but I feel like you're the only one that really talks to him.
Yeah.
But that's why I feel like I mean, I think he's a better player than Kip is, but I feel like he's almost the way
He's
Kip
not
is
a
to like
threat.
me, to where you can tell him
Yeah.
what to do and he'll vote with us over those boys. And
Those boys
that
are
4,
kinda
I call
starting
them
to
like the
scare me.
Fantastic 4 because they're amazing, and I think
Which
will
4?
be the boys and Maddie and Grace, which I really like.
You think a
Grace.
Final Four deal is going on with them?
Oh, for sure.
Really?
Unless they break one up, but I always see them
We need to break
talking
that
as a
up then.
foursome. Exactly.
Okay.
Oh, but I'm
Should I
glad
just hold my chips then?
you have 3.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hold it for eviction?
Let's see if we can get one
Because
of
if
them
like
nominated.
one is going, yeah. I'll
Let's
just see like if it's like even with the noms.
What we all need to put our coins there and not on Kip, though, because they'll put all of their coins for Kip. We can tell them we're putting our coins there. We're just gonna have to lie to them this round, I think. Are you good with this? Because I'm talking a lot. I know. I've had coffee, so I'm like. But
Wait, okay, who wants Kip?
Kip, I'm pretty sure just that group of 4, because they don't want to fight anyone from.
Yeah.
Because we're not in a group together against them, but like we're all
We
for
could. I feel like we could
access.
easily be like Kip's not a threat,
Mm-hmm.
which he's not.
But then who would
Now
we
that I
go
think
for?
about it, like it would just be like.
It's silly, yeah. Who would we go for then, other than Kip? That's
But we could tell them
Maddie.
that.
But yeah, we couldn't tell them
So we
that.
might just have to like be sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Okay, I'm fine getting blood in the next few rounds, but I would like to know that people have my back. You know, if it comes to that.
I know people are kind of like intimidated by you.
Why?
Because you're a strong player.
Oh, I hate that. I'm not. I mean.
Yeah, you are.
But I feel like not strategically. Like I've been messy this game, but just like I
Yeah.
can win.
You can
I
win
can
like.
run. We don't have
physical
many
competitions.
other physical boys or
Yeah, like
girls
past this
even.
point.
Yeah, most of them are gone. Or we just like because Big Brother 10 was like a hugely physical group. I feel like.
Yeah.
And this one's not.
Actually, I think just go for Caroline because it's the safest route. It's the quickest route. She only has 3 chips.
Yeah.
You cannot
I see that.
You named a name and she hasn't really talked to anybody else in the house so far as I know. So I think.
Yeah.
Okay, but we need a second. So, do you
I
want to
feel
put
like,
Ian up next?
but Drago I will get the veto, so I think it's okay. Drago
I'm sorry, what?
Either Drago I will get the veto, so I think we're okay. Yeah.
Okay, or if you.
I think, but everyone should use, I think, at least
I think,
one.
I think his name, if Arnold wants to go with one else, either Carol or
Kip has a lot.
Agreed. Oh, he does.
I'm putting mine.
I'm gonna give it one, yeah.
I'm putting
Okay.
one. Okay.
Okay, yeah, but like, so if someone else, like if Ryan put up 10 chips,
Then he would get
he would get veto and he could like choose not to use it.
Yeah. And then, but we would get our chips back.
So after this round, the chips don't matter? Is it only this round?
After these 3, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant, like after the 3.
After these 3
After
options,
these 3,
chips
the
are
chips
done.
don't matter.
From what we understand.
Right.
Yeah.
I got you.
I feel like Ryan's the biggest. I mean, obviously, he just won that, but obviously, I'm a big threat too. So, if we get him out too early, then it could turn to me. So, I'm kind of waiting to see what the house is feeling out and because Tony's another option of being very powerful. Yeah. I mean, pretty much everybody in this game left is very powerful.
Okay, Tony's, he's really good like socially. So like, once it gets towards the end, challenges don't really matter as much, kind of, and like it just depends on what people think of each other. But I might do the same thing you're doing and just not use any of my chips.
And then use them sparingly. Yeah, or like use them for the. I'm not gonna do nominations.
Yeah. Okay. That's probably what I'm gonna do too.
Because I was worried, so that's why I wanted to, because I was worried. And then I was like, I can get veto at least.
Well, if you want that, okay, but I'm gonna use them on eviction.
Either we wait, say somebody now, let somebody figure it out now, or the other side of the house uses it, and then we just use it.
There's no other side of the house. Everybody's here.
No way.
Look at everybody. There's like
Jesus Christ! What happened to the jury? We're down to jury.
I think everybody's confused.
What's happening right now?
Okay, I feel like we should use like
voting.
Go with your gut.
Oh, we're voting right now.
That's fair.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
voting for noms.
So,
Everyone use one?
Okay.
I feel like everyone should at least use one, unless you have like 3 and you
I'm
want to save
down
those.
with everyone just doing one though.
Yeah, I'm down
Yeah.
with one.
okay,
Because
but
it feels
everybody
like
has
a
to do
waste
it.
to, yeah.
Everyone has to do one.
Ian, you down
And
for
we can
using
count
one?
Wait.
Okay.
Okay. If we're
Wait,
the
who else has
entire
to
house and we're all using one on somebody random, okay.
Somebody's gonna end up with like 3 or 4.
Somebody's gonna end up
Or
with
2
more.
at least. At least 2.
I
Yeah.
want to talk to you just real quick.
Alright, y'all, so it is time to nominate. Lauren, you first. Everyone get in line.
Okay.
How are you going to use your chips?
I'm going to keep mine for either veto or eviction.
I'm gonna use one chip towards. I have absolutely no idea. Towards Caroline.
I'm gonna use one for Ryan.
I'm gonna put one chip for Kip.
Alright, thank you.
You like that poetry?
I'm only using one for Kip.
Alright, hand it over.
I only
Is that
got
it?
4 anyway. Yeah, that's all.
Hello, Madison.
Hi.
How are you going to distribute your chips?
I'm gonna save all mine for eviction and not use any of. Or can I do
Alright,
that?
yeah, you can.
Okay, sweet.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Hello, Kip.
Hello.
How are you going to distribute your chips?
I would like to spend one for Ryan and one for Tony.
Alright. Is that all?
Yes.
How are you going to distribute your chips?
I am going to put one for Caroline.
Alright. Is that it?
That is it.
Alright. Good luck.
I am going to use one chip on Ryan,
Alright. Is that it?
and I will use the rest for veto.
Okay. Well, that's for later.
Yeah, but yeah.
I'm gonna give 2 for Maddie.
Hello, Ryan.
Hi.
What are you going to do?
Okay, so quick rundown. I heard Kip's throwing my name out when I thought Kip, Tony and I were like, Tony and I were the only people Kip had. I can't believe I tried to protect him right there. Maddie's saying Caroline, Caroline's saying Maddie. When y'all watch my DRs, you know I want that 4 gone, which includes Maddie. So I'm not gonna use a chip though, because I think I need to save it for veto, just in case something happens. And if anything, if Maddie's not nommed, I know she would be the 3rd nominee, so then I could use it. But yes, I'm a mess, sorry. But I would use it on Maddie if I could, but I'm saving mine for veto instead to hopefully get Maddie out. So.
Your first nominee with the most votes is Ryan. Ryan, you've been nominated. Your second nominee.
Maddie.
Maddie, you're nominated. Your third nominee, because of a tie, is Caroline, right?
What's it?
Here's your chair.
You have to put your arm in your chair.
Your fourth nominee
What?
is Kip.
Why don't you use one chip?
This is what happens if you do one chip.
Is it a quadruple
Wait,
tie?
you're like a big bro.
I got the notes. You got the notes that you want.
Oh, yeah, I feel like we're just like.
So we will now have the option for the veto and the veto ceremony.
If the veto's used, is another
it-
nominee up?
Yes. If the veto is used, the next highest vote getter will be nominated.
Oh my god!
So here we go. We'll start the auction for the power of veto. Do we have any bids?
One chip.
All right, anyone else gonna bet?
I'll go 2.
2. 3 chips. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, he buys a Vito for 3 chips. Solid.
I just wanted to give you a little
Thank
challenge.
you.
All right, so Ryan, what are you gonna? So wait, go back.
Yeah, do the formalities. Okay.
All right, so Ryan, what are you gonna do with that power of Vito?
I'm using this Vito on myself.
All right, so Ryan, you're off the block.
Yeah, I'm that too. Sorry.
This scary.
All right, your 4th nominee is Tony. Tony, you've been. Oh my God! All right, so Kip, Maddie, Tony, and Caroline, you are this round's final nominees.
Look at Brandon.
So get to scrambling, but keep in mind, this vote will be a vote to save.
Wait, what?
This vote will be a vote to save.
Triple eviction?
No.
Oh.
Oh my,
Whoever gets the fewest chips to keep you in, you're out. Okay?
Oh, wow.
So you want to get voted for this time.
Oh.
Okay? You want to receive.
I guess that makes you not feel as bad about giving
Okay?
chips to one.
You like that poetry?